In this video, we continue chapter 4 by playing a custom map which funnily enough has the same identity as the multiplayer map in the first Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Vacant. But this time, it's in World of War and it's plagued by zombies. The only real goal for this map is to get to round 20, but this map does treat zombies principles a bit differently, which makes getting to round 20 a lot more difficult and interesting. First thing you need to do when you spawn in is to go to the garbage can and spawn and press F near it. This will give you a random amount of points between 500 and 1500, which is essential to get. Then another very important trick to know right away is that this map rewards you for shooting on the hip instead of aiming down the sights. If you hit a zombie while hip firing, you gain 20 points for each hit, whereas with aiming down the sights, it's still 10. And trust me, the way this map is shaped, you really want to go for those bonus points. The map maker, as you've already been able to see, has modded the zombies to spawn out of the blue in the map itself. And to make it even more hectic, some of them even have this concussion effect on them, which you get if you stand near them. And well, the spawns in the starting area are just so hectic and stupid that really, if you're gonna stay there, you are guaranteed to die in the first 3 rounds, trust me. Do keep that garbage can in mind though, as it can be activated again as it reloads over time, and aside from points, it can also give you ammo and other goods. Anyway, once you're out of that starting area, immediately as soon as round hit starts, go to the toilets and interact with all of them, and one of them will give you a double points power up. These are all tricks you can really use in your favor to open the map as quick as possible, as you need to 1. Get to Juggernaut as soon as possible, as you will not be able to survive long without it, and 2. Get as much room to maneuver around as possible, as zombies will be all over the place on this map. Now, another Easter egg I found on this map is the posters on the wall. They all resemble a different perk, and if you interact with it, you will get the perk, but only for a random amount of time, which ranges from 30 to 60 seconds, given that you don't have the perk yet, which in that case does absolutely nothing. Also, it only works once, so keep that in mind when you activate it. Along with that, there are also perk power-ups which are given at random. These do the same as the posters, and you can indicate which perk you will be giving by the color of the glow. Red being Juggernaut, yellow being Double Tap, green Speed Cola, and blue being Quick Revive. You get the idea. And still on the topic of perks, this is a Shino Numa style map, meaning that the machines will spawn in random locations. 3 of the 4 locations for the perks can be found by opening doors, but the 4th one you need to do something extra for. For this, there is a key hidden on the map. I managed to find it over here in the rather storage looking area, and this will give you access to open doors that lead to the outside area of the map. You will still need 2000 points to open it though, so do keep that in mind. Now, once you get to around round 5 to 7, you know, when the dog rounds would come from time to time, well, guess what? The dog rounds will not be separate and will instead join along with the zombies rounds. So be on your toes for that, and do make sure you have jug by then, as if you don't, things will get really difficult for you. Now, aside from that, there is still one more sneaky secret on this map. This map has 2 rather expensive looking wall buys, one being 4000 points and the other 5000. You need to buy them in this specific order, because doing it the other way around just doesn't work. But if you do this, the first buy will give you a regular M1919 Browning, and then those 5000 point buy. Did you hear that? That was an upgraded version of the M1919 Browning. I've tested both versions out, and I can confirm the version packs a much bigger punch than the normal one, and is actually able to carry you through round 20 rather very easily. With all of that in mind, the easiest way to get the high rounds on this map is simply with this weapon, training in the outside area of the map. Really easy place to train, even with all the hecticness going on. Now, one last trick I figured out, but I'm pretty sure this was not meant or intended by the map maker. Remember that shotgun trick in this game, where if you have 2 shotguns, you basically can use the ammo capacity of both together for one weapon, to ultimately just use one weapon with an insane reserved ammo capacity? Well, turns out, as the upgraded M1919 is a different variation of the normal M1919, you can have both of them at the same time, but because the ammo type is still registered as the same, it essentially adds to your upgraded M1990's ammo, giving it a reserve ammo amount of 1000. That's insane. The only downside would be, of course, that you would be running around with 2 instances of the slowest moving LMGs. But as it turns out, if you just repeatedly jump while moving, you get to move, to say the least, a bit decent still. And with all of that, after hours of getting owned by this map, misunderstanding it for its sheer unfair difficulty, with all the immediate chaos that it's throwing at you, with figuring out all the hidden secrets that help you out at the end, finally got me to an acceptable round 22. And I'm not gonna lie, I ended up having a lot of fun because of it, in spite of all the pain I endured. So really, excellent map made by Rampage. Do be sure to check it out in the description. And with all of that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, do make sure to drop a like and subscribe for more. And as always, I will talk to you guys later.